Hello, sports card collectors and investors. Thanks for joining me for another video today. Today I'm going to be making two videos on two up-and-coming Major League Baseball players, Juan Soto and Fernando Tatis Jr. It's just in honor of, hopefully Major League Baseball getting back into the swing of things here in the next few weeks or the next month. I know they've made some preliminary announcements on maybe kind of getting things rolling, but I don't believe that there's been any formal announcement yet as to whether or not the season is going to start. But these are two players that everyone is excited about. They've made a splash over their last couple of years, and it's an exciting time. I think that we're all just kind of just desperate for sports to come back. And to be perfectly transparent, I'm more of a football and basketball watcher, but I've never been more excited for a baseball season to start, just to have, some things to follow and to pay attention to. I'm kind of a sports geek regardless of the sport. I could watch, honestly, if it was competitive ping pong and it was a great match, I'd be all over it. Good backstories, I'm all over that stuff. So anyway, today I'm focused on both Fernando Tatis Jr. and Juan Soto. It's going to be two separate videos. This video is going to be revolving around Juan Soto. And so I'm going to go through 4 of his rookie cards that I feel like, really give you kind of some good value based on the data. And I think that just him in general as a player, and I focused here on base cards. So there are variations, there are parallels to a few of these that I'm going to be talking about. But I'm focused mainly on the base cards and where collectors and baseball card investors can find some value. So I'll go ahead and dig right into it. All right, so a little bit on Juan Soto. He is from the Dominican Republic. He made his MLB debut in 2018, and in his first career start, his first at-bat, he hit one out of the park. So it was almost, too good to be true, but, and that was, I guess, to show good things to come for him. He's really been a phenom here over the last couple of years. And to give you some idea on his 2019 stats, he played 150 games and with 542 at-bats for the Nationals, had 110 runs, 153 hits, 110 runs batted in, 34 homers, and a .282 batting average. So and he improved over 2018. So it just shows, the guy's got a ton of promise. The Nationals are a team, I think that, they've got some good pieces in place. So as a team, they've got some good things going on. And, it's kind of exciting to see this player and to see he's definitely a building block for the Nationals and to see what he can do. So I'm focused on his cards today, and we'll dig into it. My first card is a 2018 Topps Update Series number US 300, and this is where he's in his batting stance. There are other variations of this card, but this one is a very common one. I would say most Juan Soto baseball card collectors know this card. The PSA 10 pop report shows 9,924 of these out in the wild. So not a rare card by any stretch, but a good base card, I think, to start with. And in a PSA 10, these are going for anywhere recently from $122 to $131. So, decent value there, I feel like. I mean, yes, there are a lot of them, but, Juan Soto is an upcoming star in the league. And so to me, the pricing seems to kind of fit. And let me also say, too, all of the 4 cards that I'm going to cover, they're all in PSA 10. So I didn't look at 9s or raw cards. I'm focused, mainly just on PSA 10s for these 4 in particular. So, all right, so the 2018 Topps Gallery rookie card number 126 is going to be the second one that I'm talking about. In a PSA 10, these are going for as little as $15 to $22 recently, with the PSA 10 pop count right at 225. And so, again, it's kind of a good value. Now, it could be one of these, lesser known sets to where it's just not as hot among collectors, and that's perfectly fine. But, for someone that's just a Juan Soto fan that wants to get in on rookie cards and can't afford maybe that Topps update card, this one at $15 to $22. And I know we've talked about this before, but it costs anywhere from $8 to, I believe, $18 to grade a card with PSA. So at $15 to $22, it seems like about as good a value as you're going to find. There are other variations of this card too, where the price goes up. There's an artist proof. There's autos. So if you're looking for something a little bit more high end in this particular set, there are those options as well. And this set was a limited Walmart release. So kind of an interesting set. I like the look of the card, and I think that there's certainly some good value there. Next up, I've got the 2018 Topps Now number 235. And a PSA 10, this one is anywhere in that $48 to $50 range. PSA 10 Pop Report shows 447 of these out in the wild, so it's not a super rare card, but it's not, it's not mega common either. Unless they're just, there's probably some of these, I'm assuming, that are sitting at PSA. I think that's going to be kind of the rub on a lot of these cards, really sports cards in general. As far as the PSA Pop Reports go, I mean, they've got such a backlog there. It'll be really interesting to see, whether it be baseball, football, basketball, hockey, what the Pop Reports look like when PSA gets caught up here over the next few months. Hopefully they get caught up. But yeah, so that was another one. Again, $50, $45, $50 just seems like a great value there in a PSA 10. And then lastly, I've got looks like a more popular set, the 2018 Topps Living set number 43. In a PSA 10, you've got these selling anywhere from $25 to $29.99. It is not a super rare card in that the PSA 10 current report shows 2,915 of these out in the wild. So not difficult to find. But again, that can be helpful, just being that there are almost 3,000 of them out there. They're, kind of like with a lot of base cards, there's enough transaction volume there to where if they do get a spike, then you're able to sell fairly quickly, and they're fairly liquid compared to cards that are a little bit more on the rare side. So that was where, I think that, there could be some good value. So I like those 4 cards. Those are ones that I'm looking at as far as Juan Soto goes. And again, there's autos, there's parallels, different things to go after. But I thought that there was some good value there. So, but yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I had fun with this one. And like I said, there's going to be another very similar video on Fernando Tatis Jr. that's coming out today as well. And I'm excited to get that one out. And there will be more of these type of baseball focused. I do a lot of basketball and football players and cards, kind of in a similar fashion, but I need to focus some more on baseball, especially with, right now, with MLB possibly starting back up here, we're excited about it. We need sports. So, I'm excited about this too. So anyway, thank you again for joining, and I will see you next time. Thanks, guys.